Okay, are we live? Oh my god, what is going on? Like, Streamlabs, I haven't been here for a hot minute. None of my, little, intro videos and outro videos are working. The microphone is hopefully working now. And then it's supposed to play the intro. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I haven't been here for a hot moment. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad to see you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Over the past, I want to say 24, 48 hours, internet hadn't been working. Messed around with that. Now things are disappearing. I don't know. So glad I am back. I've been moving to a new place and trying to get settled in, trying to find furniture, and people to kind of donate stuff for the time being. Oh, it's such a process. Housing authority, HUD, or whatever you're going to call it, is such a process. But at the same time, I kind of understand it too, because they don't want to overwhelm people, especially people that are on, disabilities and stuff. But it is such a process. So got that. Great. It'll probably take me a month or two to get back on the groove and all that jazz. So, anywho, it's a no makeup day. Sorry. I'm still trying to get with the groove. It will never happen though. um, I don't know. It's so. Where do I even begin? I don't know. I'm losing all my brain, my computer, and literally for the past 48 hours, having no internet is like back in 1995. And I tried going over to McDonald's to use their Wi-Fi, and their Wi-Fi wasn't working. And I might have just had something screwy, but yeah. I think it's also nicer now that I'm not really living out in the country per se, and a little bit closer. So it's going to be a little bit more cost effective, and I'm going to be able to, yes, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's been a while. How are you, Flash fan? It's been a hot minute. Oh my goodness. Now these are not going to work. I missed you guys. I really... This... Oh, there we go. I guess the confetti. You're always hungry. Yeah, you're... Every time I talk to you, you're always hungry. Anyways, it's been kind of a hot minute. I know. I've missed doing this. I just could not focus. I just wanted to focus on getting moved, seeing family, and just, yeah. And ooh, that sounds good. I've been, I didn't realize that I had a shit ton of macaroni. I have enough macaroni to feed the homeless or an army. And I gotta get groceries tomorrow. SNAP does not come in effect until tomorrow. So shrimp and noodles sounds delicious. I'm gonna be eating a lot of noodles for quite a while. So I'm excited about my new place. Kind of getting settled, figuring out where to put stuff and to make it MRE, if I had MRE noodles, I would, I will definitely show you how many boxes of noodles later. Food pantry, you can tell that I've, utilized them quite a while ago. So, I'm just trying to figure out where to put stuff now and where things kind of feng shui, work for me. And I will say I decided there's like two areas that I will show you guys later down the line. I'm in a basement flooring, so the dinette area is like low hanging, and the refrigerator was like in this just really odd spot by the window. And so I kind of moved that, and I will move that back if and when I move out. But looks like there's some water seeping through the flooring a little bit, and so I kind of moved the refrigerator to see if that was the case on that, and I still have to report that here shortly. And then I will probably get another cabinet with, countertop that kind of matches this, and kind of make my little, because there's literally no outlets in the kitchen, and they're all grouped in one spot, and yeah. So I'll probably put the microwave and my little coffee area over there, and it just kind of opens up the room and the kitchen area a little bit. So, okay, you guys all disappeared. I must have bored you. Are you guys all here? Oh my goodness. Lost y'all. Unless it's just that Wi-Fi is being a a-hole. Are you guys all still here? Am I still here? Anyways, I'll just keep chit-chatting. If I'm not here, I'm not here. Okay. Stupid internet. So anywho, so I'm glad that I'm figuring it all out. This place is huge, and I also have to factor in, I got neighbors upstairs, got kiddos that are absolutely adorable, and they are jumping bean monsters. So I'm getting used to their schedule, and so, and this looks like nobody's rented here for quite a while, and they haven't really finished this apartment. So I'm hoping that, me living here, they'll, eventually upgrade or whatever. So it's a little unfinished, and you can hear everything. I don't know if neighbors upstairs, they probably don't have carpeting. So that's because it's an older home, and if this older home has like that wooden, hardwood, doors, most likely it's hardwood upstairs. So, so I can hear everything, and it'll take me some time to get used to their schedule. And they're little kids, and they're gonna outgrow, phase out. So, but there is like one of the lights kind of rattles when the jumping bean, little monster upstairs, jumps around, and I think they're in their crib, and so anywho, we'll get adjusted. And I don't even know if I'm too loud down here anyways, so I'm a little not anxious, but Squid put in hypervigilant in my brain the other day. So I'm just like hoping that I'm not too loud down here. And they've got a pretty good, they're pretty quiet after like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So, and I don't hear them until I want to say 8 o'clock. So I've got my new alarm clock. So it's an adjustment. I kind of knew this coming in, so it's not me complaining or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. So, anywho, food bank special. Yep, that burger sounds good too. Oh my gosh, I did try the McDonald's Arch Burger. I thought I was getting the Big Mac. I was a little confused ordering on their little machine thing, and I wasn't a big fan. It needs to go off the menu. So I made it worthwhile, last night, trying to get this internet. And of course, this internet started working again at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what in the world? So, but I'm going to get a modem or whatever here later, maybe tomorrow. I just wanted to give this a chance. Got 2 or 3 bars yesterday. It was just like AOL. Crazy. Oh. And what else can I say about this place? Okay. I'm gonna say my first thing is coming down the stairs with FND. I am not even sure how this got passed by inspections. So I got a chit chat with the landlord on putting in better railing or even like redoing the stairs, but that's too much to ask. We're going to do the railing first, and they make me a little anxious. Still got a little bit of vertigo going on with this FND. So, but I'm relearning to use the stairs, and I will say that I've made a long process with this, and I'm very, 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 very infinity, very proud of myself. So do I want to talk about that now? Or is my brain just like brain farting right now on this whole topic about stairs? And I utilize at my other apartment, I utilize the stairs, just so I could see on a daily basis, you know, going up and down the stairs. Now it's going to be a daily thing, and I think I'm going to get used to stairs again, and I think you have to do that. Yep, I live in the Beverly Hills mansion. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Flash Fan. Derail. Yeah. So, anywho. So I'm getting used to stairs again, and this is, you know, the next step. So if you have FND or any disability, I highly recommend, you know, you going back to when I use my bed on the floor, which I've upgraded to. I now have a frame now, so I'm no longer on the floor, because I've replaced that with the stairs. So anyways, oh good grief. Are you gonna get a star, Flash Van, on the sidewalk? So anywho, so now I go up and down the stairs not as often as when my mattress was on the floor. Because I would take a nap for like 20 minutes or take a break for 20 minutes, then do art. Get up and do art, and then go lay down, and then stand and do art, and then lay down. I had this whole process. Now it's what to keep upstairs, or not. So it's you're gonna be the next Kevin Hart. Okay, go for it, Flash Fan. I am excited to do a collab with you, Mr. Flash Fan. The secret is out. Flash Fan and I are gonna collab here probably next week, or a week or two, depending on his schedule, my schedule, and I will be on with Anna, the Spanish version of FND. So stay tuned on that. And then Jeremy Mack, we need to get with you with Parkinson's, do a collab. I'm going to be pretty busy. And then we'll do like, you know, friends night where we just all get on each other's nerves. So stay tuned on that. I still need oh, you're fine. You're good. You just message me and I might just give you the link, and if you want to join me, or if you don't, you know, we'll just kind of go from there. So busy. And then I got to get back on my real estate studying, everybody. I have been slacking, and I wanted to try to get that done at least, but it was too much, and I had to review some. I did review some stuff, here and there. But yeah. Having FND, brain fog, fibromyalgia pain. I tell you what, when I moved, and I didn't even have to really lift a finger the other day. We had movers move me, and they're like, I tried to help, and they're like, no, you stay. And so they moved me. I had to take a couple trips there and back, and there and back, and we got her done. I'm thankful that I am a minimalistic person. I got rid of a lot of stuff, and now I regret getting rid of it, but I needed the cash, at that point. So, but at the same time, the little electric fireplace that I had, I didn't really particularly like it because it had the vent up top, so you couldn't really, have pictures or, decor or whatever while you were running that. So I'm gonna try to find one that has the vent in the front, and then I'm gonna try to get a mantle or make do shift mantle, and then have my art. So, oh yeah, that happens. That reminds me. One time, those dog treats that look like, crackers and all sorts of stuff. My dad's gonna hate me on this one. Yeah, my mom got some for the dog, and it was in the plastic bag, and my dad's like, chomping away. Ooh, bacon strips. He's like, these crackers, they taste like crap. And my mom was just like laughing hysterically. I'm sure, she had the sense of humor to just let it roll, let him eat these crackers, dog crackers. And then she finally told him, later. Oh, I guess that's what you get when you were married. They were married for 40 some years. So, yeah. So, yeah, Dad's gonna hate me and be like, I'm never watching you again on YouTube. You're banned. We're disowning you. Oh, let's see here. What else can I talk about today? Yeah. So I was staying with family, and unfortunately their dog died, literally almost, I mean, they had, last breaths, but the dog went limp in my arms. So that was heartbreaking. I miss the little booger. He was my old man. 9 o'clock on the dot, 5 o'clock, was feeding time. He knew exactly what time it was, and he would whine and bitch at you. So I'm a little heartbroken. But even if we intervened, with the vet and stuff, I think he would have, because he had gotten sick, a month prior, and I think I caught him by the road, near the road, so I don't know if he ate something. I think that was like a day or two prior, and I had to kind of bitch at him to, you better get back in the house, um, and I think I'm more upset because I couldn't drive, and I would have taken him to the vet, because everybody was, you know, busy working, and, so dealing with that. But I literally passed out, after he had, passed away, and had like this really happy dream that he was a puppy again, and uh, I could literally see him, you know, in the really bright green grass, and he was happy, and uh, you know, and that was just my tail sign that, he was happy and he was puppy again. And so, and I think it was like, you know, my brain converted that, um, where I caught him on the road, and he ran towards me, and I don't know. It was just it was a good dream, to have, like, right after, um, the puppy died, the old man. So, anyways, and I think a lot of these dogs, this breed, have issues with kidney and other issues. So, and I mean, he wasn't, ancient old. Like, we had a dog that lived to be 17 or 18 years old and outlive us all. Why don't you, Um, yeah, that dog was ancient old. Um, and so, yeah. Um, so anywho, and it was heartbreaking too because it was Valentine's, and, family member, Love that dog, and so, and he was my buddy. He was, love me, talk to me. I feel neglected. He would tell you hello, So nighttime was kind of, lonely, and the other dog, I was a little worried, that he would react or whatever. So I'm gonna try to go over to their house, more than once a month and hang out with the other canine. 150 pounds. Oh, the other thing about the other dog, he seemed, more loving, and it was great because I got whole deep pressure therapy from that dog. I think he's probably no more than like 60 pounds, give or take. So I'm gonna try to make it a thing to visit him more. They'll probably get another dog. They've been talking about getting another dog too. A hot dog. Yeah. A friend of mine the other day posted on Facebook, do hot dogs go bad? So if you know the answer to that, I don't really, I eat mostly turkey. I don't do, bacon and stuff like that. It's very, very, very rare. Although family member made potatoes, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna eat it. Because it's good. I will eat Eckerd's sausage very rarely, but it was pretty good, I it just doesn't agree with my system, to be honest. It's not a picky thing. It just doesn't bode well, and it yeah. So how's my FND doing? The FND, the stairs, I'm just going to be hyper vigilant or anxious about the stairs. I think the stairs could be widened just a little bit. And then I'm trying to figure out how to put a gate, and then, I don't know. I'll show you guys later. It just kind of, if I were using the garage, at least the door opens out into the garage, and I wouldn't have that problem because I have, the wall behind me. Whereas the front entrance, I go back to open the door, and it's a little sliver, and it's just making me a little anxious. So if I had a gate like one of my family members, I think I'll be fine, because I don't want a baby gate because they do the extension rod type things, and those baby gates are like really narrow, and when you're trying to go through something like that, to go down the stairs with a bunch of shit, like backpack and all the things. I think I don't know. I'll just probably go on and on and on about that because I don't want something to happen. Knock on wood. So, so that's my little pet peeve, and not pet peeve, but my little concern. And then, because it factors in, can I have people over? Can I have kids, go down, up and down the stairs, that kind of thing. So I don't know. It's just, but I love this place. I'm going to make it really homey, and I think I'm going to get another cabinet that kind of moves around. It's a kitchen island. I have this idea in my head, and that way people can sit at the counter while I'm cooking or whatever, at the bar or whatever. And then there's so much space, and it is like the Beverly Hills mansion. Especially after being, in a bedroom, big bedroom, and now I have my own space. I can do all sorts of stuff. It's about 1,000 square foot, and I wanted it, and I was gonna take it. So I was a little bummed though. My first option, the people were gonna renew. So, and it was like the perfect spot too on the bus route, because so I factored that in, and it was really tiny and bittersweet space. They had another option upstairs, but it was gonna take 2 treads of steps, and I was like, yeah. And then my other option that I wanted was literally downtown, on the bus route, main bus route, which was kind of a little bit of a walking distance, but not much. Not compared to the bus going to the south side of town, because that was, I want to say, I don't remember. And then this spot, but the second spot didn't accept Section 8 HUD housing. But it was really cute because it was upstairs, of course. And then it had like this little faux fireplace, and it was just kind of cute, and I wish I'd gotten that. But I was like, you know what, this spot works. I have a lot of space to do all sorts of things, and I still need to get a treadmill because I am gonna try to train to do the 5K walk this year. I've been wanting to do that, and probably since I moved here, and never did it, you know. So I am going to get that kind of organized and start working on that. However, walking up these weird basement steps that are like a little bit shorter and no railing on either side, it needs a little bit of a railing on the left side. I'm left-hand dominant, so but FND changes your brain because you have to you become ambidextrous. Not only from massage, you're ambidextrous, and now you're full-time ambidextrous. So I'm trying to figure that all out. So I have to kind of bend down, or hold on to the knob of the garage, and then kind of bend down. It needs to be fixed. I know. It needs to be fixed. And it will be fixed. Because I'm not going to have anybody come over until it gets fixed. And then, so I just lost my train of thought. Talking about being ambidextrous. So, oh my goodness, I just lost a lot of, you know me. If you don't know me by now, derail. That's probably why all these channels are very similar. We derail. I need to get the music on back up and running. I need to add another. I need to change the name. Either Dollywood or Derail, and I don't even know what I even named it. So I need to change that or make a new one called Dollywood, because that's how we work around here on YouTube, is we help each other, promote each other, and, you know, help each other out. Squirrel, yeah. Derail. Squirrel. Maybe that's what my problem is. I haven't had coffee. I woke up late, but kiddos upstairs, you know, were monkeying around and jumping in the crib, or they were doing something with the screwdriver for a few hours, trying to put stuff together, and they're still in the process of moving, so they're probably putting stuff together and all that jazz. Well, I need to eat. All this food, macaroni, flash fan. Yeah, I'm hungry now. And I know if one of my buddies, Joe Schmo, I need my microwave. So if he could get on that, that would be great. Yeah. What else? What else do you guys want to know? What other drama, news? What do you guys want to hear? Either about FND, disabilities, um, or you just don't care and you just listen to all my drama. So, anywho, I don't know. I should have put makeup on. I think I'm gonna start putting more makeup on. Um, but at the same time, I want this channel to be just like pretty chill and all that jazz. I am gonna probably try to do some streaming tomorrow night with painting. I've got a shit ton of painting to catch up on. So I need to get on with that. I need to get on that schedule. A shit ton. Here we go. I'm starting to get back in the groove when I'm doing my little tidbit. I don't know what to call them. Little anecdote. Yeah. Getting all my personality out there on the webs. Anywho, well, it was great seeing y'all's out there. And if you do see me in chat, say hello. I missed you guys all so much. It's a different world, you know. So, anywho, I'm dying. So, I don't think I have any much more to say in my. Oh, yay! Anna, of course, Anna gets on here, and then we rev up the, you know. You've been hiding. You've been lurking. I hope you're well. I had got to listen to her channel the other day about marriage and how FND has affected and impacted. So go check that out. How disabilities, you know, impact, and we'll dive into on that later. How oh, you're fine. you gotta just factor in that you're on a different time zone, and so we'll see here. So you're all good. I need to start playing words game stream. I need to figure that out and add that. That's always good. Good fun. Periodically stopping in, saying hi to people and words. So I don't know how to do it on Stream Labs, and I don't know if I can do it on the Talk Studio doodad. So if you know how to do that, please let me know. Oh, that's good. Yvonne, the VNS and medications haven't tried. The ambulance ride from Walmart to the hospital gave me a chance to study. Okay. That sounds like you had a fun little episode. Nice drama. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, you're all good. As I told a friend, I'm the queen of insomnia, crazy sleep schedule. At this time, I'm almost 42. Can you believe that? And I'm just at this point in my life that I don't care anymore. I've tried so wholeheartedly to stay on a specific schedule, and even with that, I'm like, I'm just like, why? Be an adult, have fun, live life, make your own schedule, quit, it went along the lines of therapy, and, I started feeling like everybody was in my head, and you got to do this and that and the other, and yada, 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 yada. And I started believing everything I did was bad, and I was going to get in trouble, and now I'm in my own space, and I can have that freedom. So, so I will talk a little bit more about that later down the line. I got lots to talk about. I think I need to start making a list of stuff that we need to talk about. And I just need to live life to the fullest now that and be an adult and have fun. And I think a lot of it was also FND comes with so many like unknowns, and it's so rare, and then but now it's becoming common, and yada yada yada. I say yada yada yada. And then I lived at this apartment that did, inspections, but they were a recovery, even though I was not part of their recovery um, program or whatever. I was doing my own recovery, but I still had to follow the rules. And I won't say, I honestly don't like alcohol. Don't like really the taste of it. Every once in a while, maybe 1 or twice a year. Wine or a margarita, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and it's not like I'm drinking the whole thing. I'll most likely now with F&D, I'll probably take 2 or 3 sips and here, you want it, give it to somebody else or dump it, and then I just felt like I couldn't date. I couldn't have friends over because, I had, roommate, and then it was hard, so there's that little tidbit, and so now, and then also I had to kind of run with their schedule a little bit, too. And I can't drive, and the whole bus thing changing, and it was kind of a walking distance to get to it, and at least the south side of, and then what else? It's just, I think the south side of my town lacked some stuff, and it's just, but now that I'm closer to downtown area, I think I'm going to be a lot happier. There's a little restaurant around the corner. I can go get groceries just in case, or make it and it's a little less, of walking distance than the other place that I don't even think it's even a half a mile. I think it's a quarter of a mile now to get, little odds and ends, or Diet Coke. So I've got those 2 spots, and then riding with Uber, Lyft. It looks like it costs no more than $3. It was last night. It was about $6 or $7 because it was probably a surge. So, but it was also longer distance to get to McDonald's and try this internet stuff. Oh man. And then I totally screwed up everything. Part of it's my fault, part of it's I think it was raining. So, and then being in a basement with brick walls does not help. So, but we'll get that fixed later tomorrow. Because it was like 1995 all over. I remember my siblings' friends would come over and, oh my goodness, you have a computer? Yep. And then the days of cell phones, when I got my first cell phone, I didn't tell my mom for a little while until, and then it's amazing that my sibling has my, original phone number all this time. So, anyways, got to get this real estate stuff done, squared away. My whole goal is to get it done, test done before my birthday. So if I do drop off fly of a hat, it's just me focusing on glasses. So got to get that done, because then I honestly don't know what I want to do with it, because I can't drive yet. I want to drive. I miss driving. I think I can get there, but I haven't really had much of an episode. Well, yeah, and actually I have to say that's not true, because I did have episodes when all this, was spawned on me. Drawn, I don't know what I'm saying. And we'll get down the road on that subject. Yeah, I've had episodes in the past couple months. I wish I want to drive. I wish I could drive. I miss driving. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't have the car payment, the maintenance. What else? Gas. Don't have to worry about all those numbers and finance, all that. So, and two, it's been kind of nice riding with family members to go see other family members, and doing all the sibling spewing off, redonkulous, things again, getting, going back in time and making fun of them, that's my fun, being the youngest. You can make fun of them all you want. Yeah, and I miss my little, I used to call my red car. I had this red car for like, 20 years. Brake line broke, and I was like, well, her name was Betty Boop. And then as she aged, her name became Ugly Betty. And then I got a new car probably about 3 years prior to FND, and her name was Big Bertha, because she was like a 2005, 2006. And so she had the old school, she was Big Bertha. And I'm like this little short little itty bitty person, and there's no electric on the, seat. So I had to take a board. Actually, both of my cars had boards underneath the seat because Ugly Betty, at one point, the electric feature stopped working. So I had to put a board underneath the seat to hike it up and jam it all the way to the almost steering wheel. Every time anybody taller than me would get in the car, would complain, man, this is like sardine, oh my goodness. And then, Big Bertha. And I almost had to take a block and either glue it or, screw it onto the foot pedal. That's how short I am. And I'm proud of it. And then there's another feature in this apartment, basement apartment. They put the outlet for over the sink, the outlet for the light over the sink up on near the ceiling. I cannot reach that. And they've got this little itty bitty cabinet above the counter, and I can hardly reach that. So, hopefully they'll let me, make these little upgrades. They'll do it. They'll pay for it. The coffee cabinet, it's something that needs to be put in. And then the kitchen island, that I will take. The coffee cabinet, that can stay here, So Sweet Susie. That's a cutie. That's a cutie name. I was talking to a friend. They just got a new vehicle because they were, their car was like 20 years old. And, she cracks me up. She's like, yeah, I talk to my car all the time. Oh, sweetie, don't get in a wreck or be nice. Oh. So, yeah, I got to go to art club, class, guild, whatever you want to call it. I'll probably call it art club. And so that was nice, and to get to go to that. And I didn't really accomplish much because I only took odds and ends. And I don't want to pack all this stuff and load it, and then so we're gonna just draw, and then towards the end, then I will take my completed stuff. So the way, because I want to, one, it's hard going up and down the stairs, and it's just, you want to take the least amount of things and with FND. So anywho, enough of my jibber jabber. Didn't I say that I was gonna go eat? I need to eat. Flash fan. What should I eat? I need to eat. The little, I want to call it a little cafe down the walking way. It's a little cafe, and they had all their pricing for their food taped up. And then she told me that there was a $15 limit for credit or debit card or whatever. And I didn't have cash on me. But don't you think that's a little weird? And I was going to play it safe and just get a Diet Coke, and she wouldn't even let me get a Diet Coke. And I didn't have enough funds. I thought I did. Yeah. So, anywho. So, yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say is with the stairs, I kind of sprained my ankle a little bit. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Because the stairs they're a little bit shorter because they're basement stairs, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, so I'm dealing with that little sprain ankle issue. It's getting better. I've been bracing it. So hopefully I get over that. Okay, I'm dying. I need to go eat. It was lovely seeing you, Flash fan. Give you some heart. There we go. We got the hearts. And Yvonne, it was great seeing you. So we're going to give you confetti. And Anna, let's give you, I think that's this one, balloons. Yay, balloons. And Jeremy, if you're watching, we're going to give you a thumbs up. Maybe. It's not working. There we go. Have a great day, everyone. If you are, I've been out of offline, so if you are dealing with FND, you will overcome it. And or any disability, if you are struggling, I know it's not easy, but take it from me. you will find your inner peace, and you will find happiness again, and you will do it. I can vouch. If I can do it, you can do it. And you will transition, and you will find resilience, and you will find I don't know. Have a good one, guys. Bye.